So why have I been AWOL? Like, why did I just go quiet all of a sudden? Nothing to be recording. I'm sorry about that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And yeah, I know I've been gone for quite a long time. A month is long, like it's long. I traveled. Before traveling, actually, I would like research about the place and find out, okay, fine, there are no cases. Even my friend that side was like, no, there are no cases, it's safe, you may come. Like, okay, cool, I'm coming, because I mean, yeah. And by then, there was nothing happening in my, but I was just supposed to go for like 2 weeks and come back. Yeah, 3 days within my stay that side, COVID hit. Like, COVID hit like crazy. Then the city had to go on lockdown. I was shocked because for a city that there were no COVID cases, nothing at all. No, I was just. So yeah, she calls me that morning. She's like, by 8 the city will be locked down because I stay in the city center. She's like, it will be locked down. I'm like, okay, fine. Let me just go to the train station. So I leave. I really didn't want to like. I didn't want to go through lockdown here. Like, lockdown is it's depressing. I'd rather go through lockdown in my city because it's like I'm familiar with the place. Now imagine going through lockdown in a place you're not so familiar with. It's the pits. Like I went through the most. Anyways, I pack and then I head to the train station. I already bought my ticket online, so I just head to the train station. Once I arrive, I go to the counter to go ask for the paper ticket. Fine. I get there and then the lady at the counter is like, unfortunately, you're at the wrong train station. And I'm like, what? She's like, this is the slow train station. You're supposed to be at the fast train station. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. So I step aside and then I look for a cab. I look for a cab to take me that side. So now the cab drivers are like, no, they can't take me that side. So I ended up getting in touch with the customer service. As we're talking, as she's talking to me, I actually almost broke down because I don't know, but I almost broke down and I was like, wow, I'm not gonna cry. I mean, I can't cry. I managed to calm down and then I listened to her as she was speaking. She really assisted me. Then she ended up telling me like, oh, it won't be possible for me to go to the fast train station because of the whole lockdown situation. So I was so thankful for that. Like at least someone took that time to let me know what's actually going on. I mean, my next option was to buy tickets there. So I got to the counter. I'm like, can I get a ticket from here to this other city? And she's like, no tickets. Okay, then I'm like, okay, what about this city? She's like, no tickets. I'm like, oh my. So now I'm just there like, what am I gonna do? So I step aside and now my third option was for me to get a cab. So I'm there looking for cabs, looking for cabs. Even my friends were helping me out, like trying to get cabs. Would get some cabs and some would just cancel and not come. It was so frustrating. Around 4 p.m., my battery was about to die, and I'm like, mm-mm. So I tell my friend I wasn't able to leave the city. So let's meet up. We end up meeting up, and then now, since I'm gonna be staying, we have to look for a place. We tried looking for a place and there were no houses. They were like, oh no, we're not renting out to foreigners. They're kind of strict, so it was impossible. Then luckily, she's like, my parents are out of town, so let's just come and go stay at my family's place. We went there. I just put my luggage and then we went to the supermarket to go buy some groceries, because you need more supplies, more so if you don't know how long the situation is gonna be. I was still in denial. I was still like, am I actually going to go through lockdown in the city? I really was in denial. I was, But yeah, what can we do? Anyways, yeah, we got groceries, came back, and then the following day I got sick. My nose was congested, my nose blocked. So yeah, and that day I had to go for the COVID testing, and I was so scared. I was like overthinking, like, what if they just be like, oh, somehow like you may be sick, you know. I just didn't want to go on quarantine. Like, I'm an overthinker, so when something like this happens, I was overthinking a whole lot. Like, but yeah, I did my test and everything was okay. I went to a pharmacy, got my antibiotics, and yeah, that whole week my nose was congested. Then I got better. Then my sore throat started. I was like, what's happening? 2 weeks of me sick. Imagine. And every time we go for the COVID testing, I was on edge because I didn't know what's gonna happen. Like, would they think I have COVID? Because I knew I don't have COVID. I knew, like, no, it's just a sore throat, you know. Yeah. And again, I was just stressed, guys. I was so fixated on me going back to my city. Every morning, I would wake up and I'll search for any taxi from here to the railway station. And I wouldn't find any. See, like, every morning, I was so fixated up until my mom just told me, you know what, just don't stress so much and just relax. If lockdown is gonna be lifted tomorrow, it will be lifted. If not, fine. Now let me just relax and not stress, because stressing again is not good for you, you know. So I just listened to her, and then I started enjoying my stay. Just there was nothing much to do. Fast forward to when lockdown was lifted. That day I was like, okay, I'm not going, because I had to go to the bank. I'm like, I won't go to the bank today, I'll go the following day. I went the following day, guys. There was a line outside. Hey, fine, I joined the line, and then the guy from the bank is like, for you to enter you have to have this card. I'm like, I don't have that card. And then he's like, unfortunately, if you don't have that card, you can't enter. I showed him, like, okay, my COVID results, like, yeah, I was here and everything. He's like, no, without this card, you cannot enter. I was mad that day because I really needed the money, you know. I was excited, like, lockdown is lifted. Even though I can't go back to my city, I can move around and see the place. So I was kind of mad. Then Saturday came, we went for the COVID testing. That's when one of the healthcare workers was like, wait, do you have this card? I was like, no, I don't have. Then she's like, okay, fine, you can go register there and then we will assist you get one. The healthcare workers helped me. I was so grateful for that. So I managed to get the card. So yeah, once I got my card, Monday I went to the bank, and then that's when I just started, you know, moving around, because without this card you couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't enter and do anything. So yeah, I decided to look for a place. I managed to find a place, and then I moved that side. Yeah, I moved here. I mean, yeah, please do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, please, just thumbs up, ne? If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, subscribe, comment if you have anything much to say. Just a few clips I took during the whole lockdown situation and what I got up to once lockdown was lifted. So I'm heading over to go get the COVID test. Yeah.
let you go. Girl, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island. Yeah. It's about time we're making up. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you for seductive, miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. Oh, just to know you